Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I am going to ask that while I'm doing this reading, you go ahead and give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. But most of all, I want to thank you guys for being on this journey with me. You guys are the best. I love you so much. Aquarius, let's go ahead and I'm going to give you some background information on this Leo full moon. It's especially good for Aries, Geminis, Leos, Libra, and Sagittarians, and you know who? Aquarians. So go ahead and check and see where you guys have those other placements in your chart as well. The energy at this time is bright and proud, and it might be a little bit too proud for some people. There's some questions that you should be asking yourself. Have I been too self-centered, egotistical, or proud? Have I been treating the people around me the way I would like to be treated? Have I been arrogant, vain, pushy, or pompous in any area of my life? Have I been expressing myself creatively enough? And have I shown myself enough self-love? The Leo full moon is a good time to get back in touch with our humility, find balance between friends, work, money, love, relationships, and what all of those need and what you need. It's a great time to perform full moon forgiveness ceremonies and to enter a state of gratitude and to be thankful for the people, the situations, the things that are in our life. All right, Aquarius, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this reading. We're going to ask spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and our spirit guides, what messages do you have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for this full moon in Leo reading? What messages do you have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for this full moon in Leo reading? What messages do you have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for this full moon in Leo? Chariot in reverse. Lovers in reverse. Fool in reverse. Three major arcanas. Everything's coming out reversed, Aquarius. So you guys might be feeling a little bit turned upside down. Hierophant in the upright and the Ten of Cups in reverse. All right, your overall energy, Aquarius, is your energy. It's the King of Swords. The King of Swords is, it's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. He's a very generous leader. He's a very truthful and very resourceful and very strong leader. His heart and his mind and his communication is all aligned. He's not going to tell you what you want to hear. He's going to tell you like it is. Again, you might be exhibiting these qualities. You might be dealing with somebody who's exhibiting these qualities or has these qualities in their chart. The Three of Wands, I'm really seeing this could have to do with business, but it has to do with growth and expansion. It's Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy, and this is the importance of aligning your heart, your mind, and your actions, and that's what's going to bring you success. We do have the Three of Swords here in reverse. This is healing after heartbreak or betrayal. Again, more Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Libra energy here with the Justice, about balance, finding balance. Ace of Swords, moving in a new direction after something that didn't work out the way that you wanted it to. Now, right off the bat, Aquarius, I'm seeing for some of you, you are dealing with the breakup of a marriage or a long-term commitment. And if it could have been somebody that you thought was a soulmate or a twin flame energy. Your energy right now is the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. This is all about success, victory, moving forward. When the Chariot is in reverse, somebody who's stuck. You feel stuck. You feel like this relationship can't go any further, or that you can no longer carry on. The way people are seeing you, this is Gemini energy, the Lovers. This is all about a breakup. Okay, this is all about making an important choice, or the need to make an important choice that you haven't quite made in a situation that might have to do, again, with the Hierophant showing up about a marriage. This marriage could be obviously between you and a romantic partner, you know, your life partner. It could be a long-term relationship that you've been in, but it can also resonate as far as business is concerned. Okay, so maybe it's a partnership, a business partnership, and it's time to go your separate ways. People see you as being already separate. okay, whether that's in heart or mind, or they can already tell where this is going. What's blocking you is the Fool energy. The Fool is all about taking risks, starting something new. I feel like you don't want to take a risk. You don't want to start something new. It's a little bit interesting because Aquarius, your energy is all about detaching. I do apologize about the distractions, guys. And especially for those of you wearing headphones, I'm sorry. But the Fool is, what's blocking you is seeing that you can go anywhere you want to do, that you can do anything that you want to. You're not limited here, okay? But I do see that there's some healing that needs to take place. And so what you need to do to overcome this blockage, because, Aquarius, you guys are all about, moving on to the next thing. You guys are about detaching. You guys don't get too emotionally involved. The Chariot card and the Ten of Cups, both of these in the reverse with the Lovers, I feel like somebody got under your skin, okay? And you're feeling attached emotionally, and I feel like this is really, really hindering your breakthrough or your movement forward. And it's like Spirit saying you need to step into this, your energy, this King of Swords energy, see it for what it is, cut those ties. For some of you, I don't have my selenite with me, but there's some interesting and beautiful YouTube meditations that you guys can do to cut energetic cords. If you guys are feeling stuck and you're like, I can't get out of this, I can't seem to get this person out of my mind, I can't seem to make a decision here, right? Because that's not Aquarian energy. Aquarians, you guys can detach and move forward quite quickly. And so I'm seeing that, what you need to do is you need to bring about some sort of healing here. The Four of Swords in reverse is the need to still and quiet yourself, whether you need to pray, speak to spirit, your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides to receive the messages, do some personal healing, spend some time alone, kind of get away from this because I feel like it's quite toxic energy for you guys. And that, and just come to the recognition that, this Chariot isn't going to stay stuck for very long. Success and victory is what you guys are all about, what you want to move towards, but you do need to somehow, I'm seeing you need to cut some sort of energetic cord with someone. Now, this definitely, I see that as a marriage, but again, it doesn't necessarily have to be your traditional marriage. It could be just somebody you've been with for a long time. It could be somebody that you're living with. It could be a boss or a job, okay? Something that you feel obligated to. What you can do within, I'm seeing this King of Wands energy. The King of Wands is oftentimes a player card. But again, the energy that I'm getting is not so much a player, but it's like Aquarius, you guys need to find your freedom. You need to get out there. The Fool and the King of Wands in reverse are all telling me, Aquarius, you need to detach from this situation. And it's really weird because this is the opposite of what you guys normally do. So I feel like some of you are definitely feeling out of sorts with all of these cards coming up in the reverse. I'm just seeing for Aquarius that you guys are feeling really turned upside down. I feel like I just got a message, like some of you are thinking, what did this person do to me? What kind of black magic? And I don't see black magic in this reading, but somebody put a spell on me. I'm not acting the way I should. Why am I feeling this way? It's just so different than what I'm used to. I'm really acting out of character. Now, the King of Wands is oftentimes, he's Aries, Leo, Sag, and he's often, as I mentioned before, seen as that player card. But what I'm seeing here, Aquarius, this is you need to detach from this. You need to break up this relationship. You need to move forward. You need to take some risks. You need to set your sights on something brand new. Okay, whether that's a spiritual journey, whether that's focus on your career or on a move to get away from a romance, okay, or to focus on a new romance, whatever it is, but there needs to be movement here. There's so much stuck energy, and there's so much like attachment, which is so weird for my Aquarians. The King of Wands, and as a player, he's somebody who, he doesn't want his responsibilities. He's ready to leave his throne. He wants to run away from it all. And I'm seeing that, Spirit is saying, don't do that. Don't just get up and leave, but start making and taking those steps to be free and to be successful. Okay. And it's clearly, I'm seeing here, it's not with the person or in the job that you're currently with, or it's not the status quo. Something here has to change. Now, what you can learn from the outside world. Here we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is, is my marriage card. So that's why I'm seeing it also represents Taurus energy. Again, some of you might have to consult a spiritual leader or a teacher or find a guide that's going to help you get through this energy, because Aquarius, and I don't mean to, I'm not trying to project, weakness or disempowerment here, but I feel like my Aquarians are feeling so disempowered that you need to look for outside help, whether that's counseling, whether that's a doctor, whether that's a friend, a teacher, a spiritual guide, these readings, whatever it might be, or an important Taurus person in your life. Your projected outcome is the 10 of Cups. If this is a marriage or a family, it's not really a great sign. It's a sign that this needs to, that it's not going well. I feel like emotionally you're drained, your finances are drained. I feel like you're either stuck in a loveless marriage or relationship. There's, more issues with you guys being together than being apart. Okay. And I feel like people see you as already 1 foot out the door, but you're just not willing to take this risk. For some reason, you just feel stuck. You feel grounded, okay? You want to kind of just run away from it all, but Spirit's saying, do take some time here, to plan your exit or what's for your best and highest good and for the highest good of everyone involved. That may be a job as well. Some of you might need to consult therapy or a spiritual leader. At the bottom of the deck, I have a tower moment. This is disruption. So again, this tower moment, I feel like if it hasn't come already, it is coming, but you need to make some really big change. And I feel like Aquarius, it really needs to come from you. It doesn't have to come from another person. And I don't normally see you guys as passive aggressive, but I do feel like, if you have been passive aggressive, or maybe you've been dealing with someone who's passive aggressive, they've been either trying to make you make that final decision and you just haven't been willing to do it, or if you've done your analysis and your introspection and you see that you have been passive aggressive because you want them to make the ultimate choice, whether it's your boss or whether it's your partner or whether it's your husband or wife or boyfriend or girlfriend, that it's the time has come to get out of that energy, make the decision, bring the tower down, and be strong. The King of Swords, he's going to say things that maybe you don't want to hear. Maybe you have to say things that you don't want, that somebody else doesn't want to hear, but they have to be said. You guys have to be authentic. Okay, here we have emotional withdrawal. That's like the 8 of Cups energy. It's time to walk away. You guys, I feel like you've been struggling with this. You're not sure. It's been a long time coming, but that's the 8 of Cups. It's time to go. Don't entertain being stuck in an unhappy job or relationship any longer. 6, memories of love. I feel like for some of you, you're with this person because maybe you were childhood sweethearts. I feel like there's a sense of nostalgia. You guys very well might have children together. And I feel like, at one point you thought you were soulmates or twin flames, but but it's not the case anymore. I'm seeing the real need for separation. I feel you feel obligated to this person or to this job, because I think you guys have been through a lot together, but that's no reason why you have to be stuck in a loveless relationship or job. Financial and material changes. I feel like this could be really holding you back. That horrible saying, it's cheaper to keep her, and it's very sexist and I don't like it, but that's just what my spirit guides laughingly just said to me. That some of you don't want to make this change, you don't want to get this divorce, or you don't want to leave this toxic work environment because you're worried about losing money, or you're worried about how you're going to make it on your own. And you know what? That's not worth staying in a loveless relationship or job. You might have to bite it and be poor for a little bit, but you have the resources and you have the wherewithal to be okay again. Spirit's telling me that you're going to be okay again. You're going to be successful, but you might have to go through This suffering in silence. Look at that. I mean, look at all of these cards. Aquarius, what is going on? You guys are suffering in silence. I feel like you have a lot of fears that are blocking you. You don't want to take the risk. You have some sort of feeling of obligation to this person. You guys might have a family. You might not want to break up the family. But remember, you're not doing yourself or them any favors. And I'm just going to repeat myself, by staying in a loveless marriage or a job that you hate. And even if you have to take a pay cut, okay, this financial material changes. Yeah, but you know what? Your freedom and your happiness is worth so much more than what's going on right now. This is this Nine of Swords energy. You guys are suffering. You guys are experiencing anxiety. You know, this all needs to come to an end. Remember, you guys, we are exactly where we put ourselves, and oftentimes we stand in our own way and we make excuses for why we can't be happy or why we can't leave. And yes, they might be some real major excuses, but you know, if you're in an unhappy marriage where there's yelling and screaming and there are kids involved and you're beaten down or you feel terrible, you're not doing, you know, those children in that situation a service by staying there, right? Like, it's better to be apart and happy and healthy than together and not. And now for some of you, I'm just going to take these cards that fell out. For some of you, it's, you know, for some of you, it's going to be in a job. You know, you keep making the excuses that I don't want to take a pay cut or how will I pay my bills? You know, once you align your heart, your mind, and your actions, well, guess what? Miracles are going to happen. And if you, as long as you don't do anything rash, like this King of Wands energy, like you don't just get up and leave today, but you make a plan and step by step, maybe it's going to take you a month or two to get out of this situation, but you're going to see that opportunities are going to open up for you because Spirit never wants you guys to stay stuck in this energy. 57, believe in yourself. Love it. Overcome any obstacle. Love it. Okay, and Wasp Spirit, sometimes life stings. Those were all the messages that you guys needed to hear. They're really, I don't think I even really need to explain them. Take a look again. Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. This is also me. You know, squirrels, I've been watching them all winter. You know, they hide their nuts away, you know, for the lean times. I think you guys have more resources than you realize are available to yourself. Believe in yourself that you can get through this, and you can not only get through it, but come out on top. Overcome any obstacle. You can do it. You guys have the strength, the resolve, the resourcefulness. Okay, especially if you guys are coming in as that Chariot energy, even though it's in reverse, Chariot is one of the strongest cards in the deck. It's success and victory. It will not stay in reverse for very long. And yeah, sometimes life stings. 64 breaks down to a 10. You know, things that come to an end are oftentimes not very easy. They hurt. But, you know, it's a part of life and we all go through it, Aquarius. So you guys, you know, you've got to do it. You've got to do what's best for you and everyone involved. All right, karmic completion, another 10. I knew that card was going to come out. So this is a situation where maybe you thought was a soulmate or a twin flame situation. It was a karmic situation. It has completed. I feel like things have gotten nasty. It's time to move on. The lessons here have been learned. There's no need to add insult to injury. Okay, hit the eject button. And adventure, 55. Now, fives are all about conflict. They're about change, but there's that Fool energy in reverse. You turning it around. It's time for a new adventure. Not to say that you're not taking something seriously, especially where children are involved, long-term commitment. But you know what? You need to look at life as an adventure. There are ebbs, there are flows. Not everyone and everything is meant to be with us 100% of the time. Some things and people come into our lives just to teach us a lesson. Okay, Aquarius? And it's really important that you guys, you know, that you guys find the strength and the courage to move forward here. Final message for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. All right, and here we go. We have romance. So I feel like this is definitely involving a romantic situation. For others of you, you know, I'm really getting clear that don't worry. This doesn't mean you'll never love again. It doesn't mean, you know, this may have felt like a romance of a lifetime to you, but Spirit is saying, you know, there's room that this, you will call in someone who is better for you, but you need to complete this cycle. You need to complete this relationship. You need to move forward. It's time for something or someone new. All right, Aquarius, I hate to sound so accusatory. I wish I could give you a message that's, you know, more unicorn and rainbows, but I do have to tell you what I hear and what I see. And, you know, I hope you appreciate that. I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Most of all, thank you guys for your love and support on this channel. It means the world to me. Have an absolutely fabulous full moon in Leo.